Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. We've got another update today on progress of the Challenger, and we're going to do some work on the Challenger. Right now we're at the point where we need to start worrying about the window frames so we can get a good shot of them. I wasn't out last weekend, but the glass was removed. The front here. We've got one spot here we're going to clean up, and to do so, we're going to go ahead and remove the dash so we can not catch it on fire and get up in the inside and see how bad it is and what we can access from the inside. And in the back, about the same kind of a situation. Down here, this window frame is gone a little bit. In addition to the holes that we're gonna have to fill here, here, more rot. So the whole thing, it's not so bad in one spot, but when you add up all of the work that's gonna be done to it, it's got us seriously considering replacing the entire panel. So we have a new one here. So we do have a new panel. Goes there. It's already got all the holes. Oh, it never had any holes put in it for the vinyl trim. And when we get further along, I'll show you what it takes to get in there and replace it. But the first thing we're going to be doing is removing the fuel tank from the rear so that any more sparks that we make aren't as dangerous. Let me show you underneath what that's going to take. The fuel tank is held in with these two straps, this one and that one. They go up into two slots up there and hook in. Back behind here are the bolts on the other end of the straps. So to get to those, we're going to remove the roll pan first. I wanted to show you guys one more little bit of Challenger restoration history that I just noticed. Dad probably knew it was in here. In the trunk is an original key to the vehicle that has the Chrysler logo on it. And I know that most people, or normal people perhaps, don't get excited about things like that, but I do. We'll set this down, we'll get some tools out, we'll get this roll pan off of here, get this tag off of here, and see what it takes to get the fuel tank out first. The first thing we're going to take off is this vintage Oklahoma license plate from 1988. The year my little sister was born, Hannah. We should save this for her, and that can be her lucky license plate. We'll put it on the, well, there you go, we'll put it on the Gremlin. On the front. And we've got some Phillips screws on that roll bar on.
Roll what?
Well, it's like a roll pan or something, I guess. It's not a roll bar.
Yeah.
I don't know what this panel's called. For a couple of guys that are restoring a pretty highly desirable, prized car that you couldn't exactly just do over and over again, you know, you get one shot at this and you do it right or you end up with something that you don't like. Dad and I are surprisingly callous and brave about just ripping panels off and figuring out what they're called later.
Yeah, well, like that patch panel, I didn't know what to hunt for. It's the rear deck panel.
There you go. I'm amazed at the ease at which it comes apart, though. Most of these fasteners probably have never been touched before.
No, never.
Just come right out.
It's really got more than 4 in there, doesn't it?
Well, it has some bolts that we can't see just yet.
Okay.
I'll get in here and try to get a wrench on them. Some nuts and bolts and studs and little body clips that are all working together here to hold the rest of that panel on. You know that PB blaster that you gave me a little bit ago that you said, hey, you want to spray those bolts down? Yeah. Oh, you should have threw it at me. I didn't pay much attention to it. Yeah, I should have already used it. I know, that's why you handed it to me. I'm just saying, I should have paid more attention to it, so maybe hand it more vigorously next time. Hold on, let me get the other one. Now, in the technical field, PB Blaster is referred to as spray fix. Yeah. You spray it on there and it fixes it.
It's amazing stuff. Maybe we can get you to get them to endorse it.
There you go. I literally, it's funny that you say that, but in my last position, they weren't using it prior to my coming aboard, and when they started using it and saw that it worked to great effect, it really took hold. So people started buying a lot of Spray Fix, and everybody started referring to it as Spray Fix, and next thing I know, there's a shelf in the inventory room for it. The shelf is labeled Spray Fix. Then a gentleman comes on board to work with us that I'd worked to prior. I'd worked with him previously at a couple places. He looks at the shelf labeled Spray Fix. He looks at me and he says, "Roger, that was you, wasn't it?" I said, "No, man, wasn't me directly." Indirectly, yes, but not directly.
Am I gonna need to hold this side while you...
All right. It's funny, this one pulled the stud out, the other one, and I've never seen that. I think people probably think I misspoke because I guessed at it a little bit. It could have been a misspeak, could still be wrong. But that literally to me looks like a stud and a sheet metal quick clip and a nut used in...
Fender did that to me.
Did they?
There were two, looked like bolts side by side, but one would bring the stud out.
Yeah. Anyway, can you get that out of there maybe? I'm gonna move over to the other side. I think that's it.
How'd you get it stuck?
Magic. Do you have a baggie for these nuts and bolts? I think we're coming to the end of
You
it.
call that a roll pan, huh?
That's what I call it. I'm probably wrong, but... You see right here, Dad? Any chance you can get that one? There's two more screws on the bottom. Get a shot at Dad taking them off of there. I neglected those two, so he's gonna pop those off real quick. One more right above me.
I don't know what you mean two. Oh, I see.
To keep this whole car organized. 70 Dodge, rear pan under rear bumper. Roll pan under rear bumper, okay. All right.
Here's a screw for you.
Got it. Got the screw out. Watch my face. And Dad's got the panel there.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Well, don't bend it.
this one. No?
No, it'll come off.
Now, if I can just get up.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, that's another panel I can sand down now.
Trim out for the filler neck.
I think I'm gonna switch to a gas cap too. I don't know what they call it, a flip.
All of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's look in here. Those are kind of rusty. We'll see what we can make of them.
You've got a bad angle on the camera. Okay, yeah, that's what shelf.
Those are pretty much a no-go there, Dad.
They're not screws anymore?
They're not screws anymore. Also, that plate that's supposed to be there to hold that gasket down is not there anymore.
That's right, I can buy one.
Okay.
I think you can buy anything.
I'll tell you what we're going to do to get in here.
So that was one big rubber gasket, huh?
Yeah.
Did it have a metal ring or anything around it?
Yeah, it's supposed to. That's the metal ring.
Oh, dude, it's kind of done.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking we'll just cut it out of there instead of fighting it. Now the front, let's see if we can get this loose up here. Cause we got it. You got a little pair of pliers? We can take these hose clamps loose. I'll go ahead and turn it back on. I just had it off for,
Your intro?
yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, go ahead. It's hot in here. I mean, I still replace that rubber piece anyways, but
Yeah.
I guess I didn't have to cut it. I'm still glad I did though.
It's gotta be connected still.
Yeah, underneath of there.
So as the gas tank would go down,
Oh, that just comes out. No,
Maybe.
surely not. Surely not.
big enough hole.
All right, well, we'll try it. A little spray fix on it though.
At least you know for certain it's not measured.
I don't know, this could be one of them 9/16 millimeters. There ain't nothing like the fractional system though for getting your new hires acquainted with mathematics.
I bet that is funny.
Oh, it's bad when you're me and yeah, because I'm that asshole that doesn't need 1 1/4 inch, Dad. I need a 5/4.
I saw somebody arguing that a quarter is bigger than a third.
Yeah, that's why Burger King had to quit trying to sell the Whopper against the quarter pounder.
Yeah.
People are like, well, I'm not gonna pay more for that, it's not as big. All right, so we've got the gas tank loose now, all except for this little strap here. We'll go ahead and take it down. There we go. Now we can slide that J-bolt out of its slot and put it back here.
See on top of the filler neck here?
Well, first thing I gotta do is get that fuel line off.
Oh.
I thought it would slide off easier and it's still not off.
You want a razor blade or?
Now I'm pushing on it. I mean, I should just cut it, you're right, but I haven't yet. Because it had gas in it. Oh, that's some good smelling gas. That's the good stuff.
Yeah, I didn't go gas back then.
Well, this is the good stuff. It's a little heavier because it's leaded. I can feel it's leaded, Dad. Can you guide me through there?
Well, you just gotta go to the left of the shot. I don't know how you're gonna do it, Bert. Oh, there you go. But you're at a point now.
Let me get an inside shot so people can see what we're fighting. That's got to go through that hole. But it's got that attached to it. And it's fixed to solid here.
We're off the ground, but I don't know if that gets you anything.
Yeah, just keep going. It's actually going right where we need it. I think they kind of meant it to drop straight down like that.
Yeah.
That's got it started.
You get it?
Oh, all but it. That bracket you saw is just a heat shield for the muffler.
Does it come off?
Well, it probably would. I think we can get around it. Or this has actually got a gasket. That filler neck will come out of that tank too. I just got to force it. There we go. So this filler neck does separate. That makes it easier.
Oh, did it come out?
Yeah.
All right. Well, had we known that.
Well, yeah, but all that rubber's so ancient and crusty, you don't want to fight it. Well, those should come out. Let me slide up in here. Get all nasty again. Now I got a creeper.
Well, I think while we'll just put those jack stands in.
Yeah. In fact, I ought to get them right now before I get underneath it. All right, so the first thing we're going to take out of this dash that we're taking out are the ashtray and the old cigarette butts. Is this the other Challenger emblem we found? Yeah, so
Yeah.
we found the other missing Challenger emblem today as well. It's interesting that the car had been previously repaired in an accident and we only came up with one of these when we started looking into it. This one was on the fender that hadn't been hit, but the fender that had been hit had no badge. And we found it in the glove box today. So that's nice. And it's different. This one doesn't have the posts, or they may have been sheared off and it was glued back on once, but yeah. It's funny for a car that was only around for 10 years. on the streets. It sure had a lot of work done to it before we parked it for 20, 30 more. Interesting. Back to taking the dash apart. And Dad's underneath there right now. Dad, what are you doing down underneath?
Get ready to pull the seats out.
Pulling the seats out so the bolts go straight through the floor, huh? Yeah,
Well,
there's one of them. Got the drive shaft tied off to it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we'll have to figure out a new place to hang our drive shaft, but
It could come out, you know.
there you go. There's one, there's another one.
All right.
Dad, your speaker's no good.
What's no good?
Your speaker. Your sound system.
Oh. I was surprised I didn't have any in the back.
Yeah, I saw that. It's foam cutouts. So is this only one speaker you have?
Apparently so.
Oh, that's fancy.
Now remember, I never drove this around as a kid.
Oh, I know.
I would like to have. Miss Jackson over here ain't doing it.
You're not sitting on it?
Not at all.
Well, I may not have been up as far as you. I'm sorry. If we need to readjust it, we can.
Rubberized undercoating is making it hard to get off.
Oh yeah, that stuff can be a nightmare.
Is there anything left of the glove box? I mean, is it?
I got the paper out. I got one little rip in it I didn't like, but
They don't usually survive too well.
no, I know.
Uh-oh. Little seatbelt's gonna be in the way. How do I do that?
So it bolts from the inside. You gotta pull the carpet up. And just reach down in there with a wrench and unbolt it. I think. That's what it looks like over here.
I thought about that.
Remember, you've got a Challenger logo in this dash too right here. And if we end up throwing that dash cap away, let's cut that out of there. Because
Yeah.
you could still save that.
Yeah, they talk about all different kind of companies that make modern gauges, you know. You can change the looks, or you can keep the look the same and make it just real functional again. I saw somebody selling these for $400.
Yeah.
You're crazy. You're making more parts for me to store somewhere.
I don't know. I just wish that could come out of there. There we go. Did you get that other one loose? Just this seat belt's holding them up.
Sounds terrible.
Sounds terrible down there?
Sounds terrible.
Sorry. So there's one of the seats out. Get a better shot of the dash we're trying to take out here. Start by taking the glove box, cigarette lighter and ashtray and all that out. We'll take the center console out too. Slapstick. That's kind of cool. You ever see where your shifter said slapstick, Dad?
Slapstick.
Yeah.
Yeah. What everybody wants is the pistol grip.
The pistol grip one?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah, we always burned it off with a torch. If you have to work on something that's undercoated, just take a cutting torch down there first and burn it off. Oh yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah, you know it.
It's in the threads now. Now this switch that's down here, Dad, I thought it was like an aftermarket switch that somebody put down here, but it says map
I
lights.
can hear you.
It says map light switch.
Get in that chair, it may get real wobbly on you.
Oh, I'm not.
Oh, you already got this one out? How'd you do that so easy?
Just slid them out there. It'll come out. This is loose.
I mean, you just pulled the screws and put them back?
Yeah.
I see. Door. Couldn't remember what that was.
You want to bag those up over there and label them dash trim and put that little chunk in there?
All right, dash trim.
Yeah. Glove box and dash trim maybe.
What about the little round plastic thing?
Put it in there as part of the glove box.
You want another baggie for your current stuff?
Yeah.
Just call it dash
Or instrumentation maybe, or it all kind of goes hand in hand, but it's gonna get creative when we put it back together because it's not perfect right now already, you know?
There you go.
Now I kind of had to go straight up, but you got yours easier than mine.
This car, with the 70 Challengers, were the first ones where the factory put different size tires front and back.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, supposedly.
That's cool.
Hey, I found
I guess
some-
we should probably maybe think about taking off.
pad, all those
Yeah.
screws.
I don't know.
Boy, something's got it solid still.
I know.
I'm gonna find a better one.
That's all right. So Dad's got his two off already. Taking these 4 front bolts out. I think that's going to get the rest of the cap loose, maybe.
You got something still down low.
We'll look for it.
I think it will lift up at some point. where two big brackets are.
Those are for the core. I'm just trying to get the pad off right now, the top.
All right. I don't know about that.
Because that core's got way too much wiring and junk in it right now to come loose. Here, put your 4 bolts in the middle.
All right.
Let's see if we can do to get that moving. I wish I could get a better shot for all the viewers.
Oh, hey, gosh, Bruce.
There we go. Huh?
It came.
Did it come out?
Yeah. I don't know where it's going, but
How is it doing it though? See, that's taking the whole thing out. So if we do that, we can do it, but we have to loosen down here.
all right.
And then we got to do it real slow because we're going to have to unplug a bunch of stuff.
Where are you going to unplug it from?
Wherever it's plugged in.
Nothing's plugged into the dash or firewall.
You got a 7/16 wrench? I think I got it. No?
Yeah. No, I don't. A wrench?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hold it up.
On your side or where?
Yeah. Can you hear? I got the.
Okay.
You can reach in there and loosen your bolt. It's slotted at the bottom, so all you got to do is loosen it.
Where's that?
Right there.
You slide. I got it. Where do you think I gotta go?
It's loose. Try that. All right.
Loosen up then? Yeah, I'm out.
Use that wrench again.
Okay.
I thought I had mine loose enough and it found up. Go up. I need to go up. I'm just gonna take the bolt out then.
Yeah.
I think we can start moving it around if I get this bolt out.
I ought to take a picture of how far in here they painted this black. See, right here?
Yeah.
I could go buy 3 really good speakers. Wow.
I'll figure you do something.
Once I got heavy on it, so. You've got me doing 1,000 things I've never done before. This is number 978.
Dashes are terrible.
Yeah.
Instrumentation and dashes are always my least favorite.
Well, and I've always been big, and even when I was young, I couldn't do this stuff. Helps without the windshield a little bit, doesn't it?
A little bit. Oh yeah, I wish I'd have worked on a lot of things without a windshield. Well, instrumentation in modern vehicles is weird anyway.
Yeah. All right.
Let it lay down a bit.
What do we?
One thing I gotta get is,
All that steering column stuff is that bolted in there?
oh yeah. So I'll have to take those 2 bolts the rest of the way out. Let's do that real quick. Can you hold it up?
I'm not even holding it.
Don't let it rest like that. Where are they at? Oh, okay, I see.
Uh-oh. You just,
Well, yeah, I got that.
is
Okay.
anything? Oh, I got a wire I know I'm pulling on.
Can you disconnect it?
I can't even see where it goes. It looks homemade to me.
That lost its meaning for me a long time ago.
What?
Homemade.
Homemade? Why?
Kind of a factory at my home.
Hey, I know where that wire goes.
You labeled it.
Yeah.
These.
I said, oh. Well, now I can pull some wires. But do I want to? Is that stupid vacuum? I'm gonna pull these wires because they can't get too confusing.
That's what I'm doing. Just unplug shit. So that I'm leaving.
I think it all come with you.
It should. That all should come.
Yeah.
That's the antennae. Your orange one. Your orange one.
I don't know what it is.
Somebody's cut it right here.
Well, cut it over here.
Hell, them plugs right there. What kind of idiot cuts a wire 6 inches from the plug? Damn.
Well, that's where I said it looked homemade. Let's see. Almost got it. Okay, it's free. Oh, the antennas, free now.
Oh, I want those to come off so bad. If this vacuum manifold would come off of here, it was such a work. There it goes. Okay. That's your HVAC crap. I need the pliers. You got pliers?
Not really. I can get them.
I thought we had.
Dikes?
Oh, no, these.
Okay.
Dad, come over this way, come in front and just get a shot of the dash here, what we're trying to take out,
All right.
so we can see.
I can get it real good from right here.
There you go. We're almost out of battery, so if it dies, let me know.
All right,
First
so
battery. So I wanted to get a shot of the car with the dash out now. We've still got the HVAC core inside there, but most of the dash is out. Windshield's out. And what that does, folks, is lets us get in here to make this repair more comfortably without having to worry about what's on the other side. And this is a reoccurring theme in restorations. If you don't know what's on the other side of where you're about to weld, it's generally the storage place for, you know, matchsticks and gasoline. So just look, don't just go to welding on a hole and think, oh, there's nothing back there that's going to catch fire, because as you can see, we have cardboard, everything underneath that hole's flammable. But we'll get in there with a copper backer, put us a nice backer in there, be able to do a little sheet metal repair there, weld that up and grind it back down and make it look good again. But that's all about we're gonna get done today. It's hot out here in Oklahoma. We need to take a break. It's Father's Day, so happy Father's Day.
Yeah, thanks for the help.
Glad we got a lot done. No more gas tank, no more dash. We'll do some sheet metal work, some welding next time, so check back in with us. Almost forgot, I wanted to make sure that we got a shot of the dash.